Good morning. Oh, sorry. Hello, and welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els, and that's Harry. Yeah. The minute the blue light comes on, he has to jump up here. It's like he knows it's his time to shine. Hi, kitty. What are you doing? Look at that fat bag. Look at that thing. It's huge. It's a huge fat bag. Your primordial pouch is huge. Fish face. Hello. Okay. Come on. Get down. Get down. It's time to get down. Thank you. There you go. Okay, so I went and I did a little shopping yesterday. And I got Disney's First Readers, Winnie the Pooh, Pooh's Wake Up Song, which has it has some good graphics in it. So we got that. We'll gut it out. And I got the original Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Reading, the Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, which has that beautiful end paper. So we can use that as well. And then we have some more graphics in here. These are a little bit more cartoon. The ones in here are a little bit more vintage, and not quite vintage Winnie the Pooh, but you know. And we're working with a little golden book. This is Pooh and the Dragon. It's the only little Pooh book I have. If you want to know how to gut your little golden book and get started on this, because it is a process, copy. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in here to the playlist that actually walks you through this step by step by step. Okay? It tells you how to get this open, how to reinforce your spine, how to track and number your signatures so you can get your pieces back together after you work on them. And it tells you how to reduce them. These have not been folded yet, but how to reduce them so that when you put them into the book, you have two signatures you can actually work with. So right now, what we're working on is making some kind of ephemera and stuff. And we have all kinds of stuff for this. I have some adhesive fabric that is in the right colors. I have a whole bag of ephemera. Excuse me. I have something in the back of my throat. I just can't get it out. I have some Daiso stickers and some Winnie the Pooh stickers, more of the vintage look. I have some additional papers that I printed up yesterday that we can use. And we have many more of these that we can get to. And then we have, of course, some cardstock in the color we want to use. We have, put those out of the way. We have some stickers. These are birthday stickers, but the colors are right. So I went ahead and grabbed those so we could use those. And we have some of these. There's a couple of them actually. I think the other one's in the bag. And then we have more papers. And there's a whole set back here of the same digitals that we're using, which I'm going to include in the journal so that, you know, if somebody needs to make more tags or something, they have the ability to do so. But we have some papers, which I'm going to probably reprint front and back so that we can use them in the book. So what I will probably do is put these back in the printer so that they can be printed on the other side. So let me get all of this out of the way. this out of the way. And let's go ahead and let's reprint this, but let's print it double-sided. Let me get these out of the way. I got everything under the sun in this printer. That's what we want right there. There's cardstock and everything else in there, so let me get that out of the way. And we'll bring this up and we'll go ahead and get it printed. Hi, Miss Mari. How are you? Oh, what are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? Did you come back up to say hi because Mari's here? I don't think Zola's here. Just Mari. Okay, let's see. Let me see. I got your foot. I got your foot. Waiting for the heat? Yeah. Trust me, I understand. All right, let me do this. We're going to do this one. And let's put it in here. And then we're going to do this one. Hi, Harry. We're going to put that in there. And then what are you doing? You just hanging out? Okay, let's go ahead and close that. We're going to open this up. Go in here. And I'm going to open this. What are you doing? You're just being weird. You're being weird. What am I going to do with you? All right. All right, so we're going to do this one, this one, and this one. I know. Mommy's annoying. What can I say? It's what I do. And then this one. Oh, yeah, I like that one. And let's see. I got to find stuff that doesn't have, like, big stuff on it. Yeah. Let's go with... no. That one. trying to find. Oh no, I don't know who these are. Well, there's a way to find out. Cancel that. Open this. Go in there. What? Oh, you're annoying. What? All right, let's see. We know it's here. No. This is annoying. What? This could be it. Nope. That's not it. Hey. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'll find it. It has to be here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I know I didn't do that. Well, that's not it. That's not it. Well, we'll just let it do this. Let me take a look here. Apparently, I have a whole bunch of paper that I can't find. Let me look here. It could be in characters. Pooh. Nope, it's not Winnie the Pooh. Well, isn't that special? Well, okay, we'll find something. It'll work. We'll find it. It's got to be here someplace, right? No, it does not have to be here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I know what I'll do. Let's do this. I'm going to take this one, spin it around. Let's open it up. Like that. We'll do the same with all of these. Okay. That one worked pretty good. Just hold on. All right, guys. I apologize. I should have had this done. But, you know, I'm lazy and I didn't feel well yesterday, so I didn't do it. Shoot me. I just want a couple of these. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let me put 5 pieces of this back in. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in the printer. And then I'm going to print these pages on the back. And then that'll work. Well, it'll work good enough. Destination, print, back over here. My apologies. Yeah, it's Harry's Corner. Yeah, it'll come up when I don't need it, when I'm not looking for it. It'll just be like, here I am. I'll come across it. Okay, so we have pages printing. Let's go in here. And we are going to be working on some ephemera. We have some words. Those are cute. We have phrases. Phrases are always good. We have all of our tags that we did yesterday. Let me get these put to the side because we don't need them because we did them yesterday. And I don't like to put tops and stuff on them until we're sure we're using them. Ah, see, I knew that pad was here someplace. We were making notes on it yesterday. So I'm going to put the tags away because those are 90% done. And then we have all of our postage stamps and tickets. And then yesterday I printed out some banners that have Pooh sayings. These, which are going to be a fussy cutting nightmare. We have an envelope, some pockets, some more pockets. There were some tabs, pockets. These postcards, which I think are adorable. So we'll use those. I also got these library cards pulled. See, I have older files there on my computer. that are a few years old, and they're on the computer. And then everything, all my other stuff is on the backup drive. And then I got these circles. There's more postcards. These are like bookmarks, but we can still use them. We got some pockets. Yes, there's two of them, pockets. One left, one right. We have two pockets. We have more cards that we can use for journaling cards. So let's put these and these together because these can all be used as journaling cards. Okay. I know, right? So now we have this. How bad is it? Oh. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad. We can make this happen. We just have to kind of work around it. Okay. So we do have this little envelope. Where's my hands? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this envelope up. I'm not big on using envelopes, but sometimes it works. This one doesn't have any demarcated score lines. So kind of a pain in the butt. But, you know, we'll work it. So this is why I have this line, this blue line on the board. It is to help me make these kinds of things straight. Straighter, let's be honest. Okay, so this needs its corners rounded because otherwise I don't think it's going to work. All right, so this comes up. These come in. Let's get some glue on here. I know, right? They're just stinking adorable. And I don't even remember where I found them. I pulled those out of my my older files. So I don't even remember where I got them. Could have been on Etsy. Could have been that I picked them up on Pinterest. Who knows? What I do know is that this needs a finger pull because that is not working for me. So let's get out our 1.5 inch circle. There we go. That will work better. And we're using our vintage walnut photo, our homemade ink. Rah. Okay, I'm going to put a little ink on here. All right, there. Put some up here. Around the outside. So I'm not big on envelopes in junk journals, like this kind of an envelope for decor, but I can live with sticking it in a pocket. You know what I mean? So that we have. Put it over here with our ephemera. Okay, let me go right here real quick. Wow. Attach. There. Here, here. I spend a lot of time going round and round and round and round. Okay. Okay. All right, so we folded that. Now, again, here we are. We have these pockets that have these things, and I hate them. I don't know why I just don't cut them off when I first start these. But for whatever reason, I never do. Like, I always give myself the extra angles to have to cut, you know? Let's get this one. Love is something, something comes. I don't know. It says something, but it doesn't say something. It's like half a phrase. Okay, so this one should be like there, and there, and there. So let's take this off. Let's take this off. And let's take this part off. There's a pocket. Okay, now we're going to take this one off. Right under Winnie the Pooh's butt. And that part, and then we'll get rid of this. So that's that one. Now these I don't mind so much. I don't know. It's just the shape of the pocket, maybe. I don't know. But these I don't mind so much. Let's go ahead and put these on. Find that line. There we go. I'm going to do this one better. It's too far over. All right. That and that. And the inside line here. See, like these, I don't mind. I don't know why, but they don't bother me as much as the other ones do. All right, pocket. Okay. Now we'll give this a finger notch. There we go. Okay. So now we have those. Now these two we need to back. And that one. And I have this leftover piece of file folder, so we'll use this. So the temperature here is coming down. It's only going to be 100 today. And I have to tell you, they lie about it because they're like, oh, it's only going to be 100. And that it's 5 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. Okay, yesterday it was 114. How is 105 degrees cooler? Don't lie to me, people. Either you don't know how to math or you're just making it up. I still say our weatherman just comes in once a year and records the whole years, you know. It's going to be hot and sunny. Hot and sunny. Occasionally he throws in a hot with scattered clouds. And then in the winter, he just goes, all right, so it's going to be a cooling trend. Clear skies. It's always clear skies. Now let's see, do we like these? Any of these? I like this one. Let me put this one on here. Okay. We're actually going to make a bookmark out of this one. Yep. I'm thinking I might even laminate it. Ooh. Scary. Right. There is a hair under the tape. Big old hair. Okay. All right. Why am I doing this with my scissors? Just get out a damn paper cutter, woman. It's not like you don't have one. Okay. There. There. And there. And there. And there. See, I didn't put these on exactly straight, so they're kind of all over the place. There we go. Yes. Yes. All right, there's one. Yeah, I imagine it's probably horrible. We used to be able to go, well, at least it's a dry heat. But with all of the pools in Vegas now and artificial lakes and all of those fountains on the strip and everything, we get some mad humidity going here. I'm convinced we're like one hotel pool away from Florida. Because the humidity is getting worse every year. It goes up just a little bit every year. I think we'll make that one a bookmark because it's a bookmark. All right, let me get rid of all of this mess. And I need to figure out what we want to do with these postcards on the back. What I might do is I do have a stamp that's like a big book page kind of looking thing, and I might just put a bunch of lines on the back, like double them up and then put some lines on them. That could be done. All right, pockets, pockets, things, library cards. All right, so these library cards, I don't know. You know what I think? Just to make them look more authentic, what if we backed these with library cards? Yeah, more writing space. Let's see. I know I have some blank ones. Let me just see if I can find them real quick. And we'll just do one and look at it, you know? Library cards. I need some library cards. Are they up in here? Maybe they're in, hey, maybe they're on the cart, which is buried with all kinds of crap. I have projects like that I'm thinking through, and they're all sitting up here. Okay, library cards, library cards, library cards. Oh, I got index cards. I know I have library cards because I've used them recently. What in the heck did I do with them? Well, that is the question, isn't it? You're not the smartest cookie, so you probably hid them someplace. Not thinking you were hiding them, but hiding them. Yeah, that could be it. Oh, maybe I put them down there. Well, I have some, but they're dyed. But here's the good thing. They're dyed falling leaves. They have this like gold color on them. What does it feel like too? Okay. So what I'm thinking is, what if we do that? You know, like regular, and then that's the back of the card. Or we could go that way and get rid of this date borrower stamp at the top. You know, I think we're going to go, let's go this way and look at it. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so glue. Let it flow, don't squeeze it anymore. Okay. Let it flow, don't squeeze it anymore. There we go. Okay. All right. So now let's line this sucker up. We'll trim this off and let's take a look. Okay. I think I want the thing at the top. Yeah, everybody's still sleeping. No, there's people in here. They're just, you know, they're at work and all of that stuff. Okay, this one. Let's put some glue on it. Let it flow, let it flow. Seriously trying to remember not to squeeze the glue. I feel like it was Mr. Whipple. Don't squeeze the Charmin. Okay. All right. Here we go. Got that. Let's trim. Wow. All right. Ah, perfect. I love it. Okay. We have broken the code. We know what to do. Let's do one more like this. Oh, I'm partial to Eeyore, but let's do Pooh with his hand in the pot. The rest of them we can do with, you know, regular. But these I want them to look like library cards because we'll use some library pockets for them. It'll be great. Okay. So yeah, I went and did some shopping yesterday. I got a couple Winnie the Pooh books that we can use. I'm gonna gut them because we're gonna use them for you know, for pockets and stuff. And then I found some other books too. One they were holding for me. It helps to the management, you know. I used to work for Savers years ago. I used to be I used to work security for them, for their loss prevention. And my job was to go to the different stores here in Vegas and kick the riffraff out of the bathrooms when they accidentally ingested too much fun. Yeah. Most of the time I just called the cops and let them deal with it. I like this with it still on there. That's okay, but that's the look we want. Okay, so those are going to have to be inked. These are done. Put them over here. These we haven't done, and I think these we'll just put on regular index cards on the back, just for backing. So we'll get to those. Done, done, done. Over there. I don't know what we're going to do with these pockets. We'll set them over here for now. Now, I'm thinking these two could actually be pockets. So we'll keep those for pockets. And these I really want to put in pockets, you know? Because how cute would that be? In the pocket, you know? So I'm going to keep these just the way they are. They're thin, but they're on cardstock, so I'm not real worried about that. So we'll move those over there. Get this out of the way. These we're going to continue to work on. This is going over here. That's a bookmark. We're actually going to make a bookmark out of it. And let's make some ephemera. That's what we're here for, right? Envelope done. Okay. So we have phrases, we have words, and we have these banners, which I like them, but they're too big. Like they need to be way smaller. This I could live by. When all else fails, just take a nap. I could live by that. That's like my motto. I don't think I'm going to use these. So I'm going to get rid of them because they're small. And they're way too small for this, you know, for what I want to do. All right. And right up the center. All right. So probably still sleeping. Well, I know Carla's at work. Christine's at work. Michelle, I think, is at the doctor this morning. It's just scary that I know the lives of all these people. I think Michelle's the doctor. Or maybe that was the other day. I don't remember. Okay, we're going to cut this one off. Doop. Doop. Okay, I'm going to keep the rest of these just the way they are. Let's grab one of these. Let's see what we can work with. There we go. Let's go ahead and ink this. We'll ink that too. Yeah, yesterday, I apologize for last night, guys. I went to the store. I was only out for like an hour. I went to the store and then I was like, went to the thrift store and then I was gonna like stop at the sandwich shop to get lunch for me and Hub. And then I was like, I was going to come home. And I went to the thrift store, no problem. I went, and my sugar was at like 130. So I was like, I'm good. And then I went to get the sandwiches. And it's right next to the Goodwill. And I didn't find exactly what I was looking for at the thrift store. So I said, well, let me look and see what they at the Goodwill. And I went in and they had nothing. And I started to head home. And as soon as I started to head home, my sugar just crashed. Went down to like 81. And I was like, son of a. So this is that adhesive fabric. You see it's got this on the back. It's so I'm going to be able to pull that off and use the adhesive with the rest of it. I think that's cute. It's Pooh Bear reaching for the honey. It says honey. And let's see. I'm going to take the rubber band off of this so I can look at it. like the red. Very Pooh Bear. Very Pooh-esque. Right, let's see if I can use a corner rounder on this. I doubt it, but we're going to try. Yeah, no. Okay. But it does leave a nice impression for me to follow. Okay. A little bit more right there. Okay. Probably could get this like really well rounded. I know I can cut it with a die cut, with a cutting die, but I'm lazy. What do you want from me? Jeez. I've been up for like an hour and a half. I'm thinking I'm going to go take a nap. I need something. It needs something. What's it going to be, guys? What's it going to be? Let's put some ink on it and see. I think this one, we're going to, let's put some ink on it now. Okay. I like it, and I like it at a bit of an angle, so we're going to use it. Like that. And this one, I'm just going to get rid of Piglet. It's not that I don't like Piglet. I used to have a friend, her name was Peg. We used to call her Peglet. She was a big Piglet fan. See, we'll do that. Doesn't really have to make sense, Okay, what else? A hug is always the right size. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Let's get this out of here. It's a ticket. So I'm going to get this out. That's that one. And we'll take this one out. I was so mad last night. We were playing, if you don't know, I play this game. Hubbard, I play it. It's called Wizard 101. It's a kid's game. Total kid's game. But we have been playing it for years. We played it with our kids. We've played it with our grandkids. He and I have been playing this thing forever. Forever. We've literally had memberships for like 15 years, 13 years, something like that. And so we were in there last night playing the game. And I'm doing this thing. We're working a low-level character right now. And so I'm in the game, and this kid, I'm doing this fishing thing where you have to go in and you have to fish for whatever it is they want you to catch, and then you get a reward for getting them. Oh, it's always the right size. That is a absolute Eeyore saying. So now I'm looking to see if I have anything for Eeyore. I'm going to find Eeyore. Here he is. Okay. There we go. Carla! I have Eeyore getting hugged by Piglet. I don't know. There's Pooh hugging Eeyore. Eeyore sleeping. I don't know. I'll find it. I'll find it. It's here. I got to find what I'm looking for. I'm looking at that, and I'm like, it's got to be a certain, it's got to be. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's go. Let's go in our books. Let's see if there's an Eeyore in here. I don't know. I think this is all Pooh and Rabbit. That's all Pooh and Rabbit. This one is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2. So we have to see if there's an Eeyore in here. I think it's everybody but. There's Roo in here, there's Kanga in here, there's Rabbit, Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, literally everybody but. Everybody but Eeyore. Oh. Let me close this. I'm gonna open this real quick. And I'm going to print page 6. Eeyore. Okay. Fussy cutting. I have no idea if this is going to work or if it's even going to look okay. I think Eeyore got the bum rush in this story. You know? So I'm sitting there last night. I'm playing this game. And I'm doing this fishing thing. And this guy, this character, keeps coming up to me and he keeps going, you have to throw it on their head. You have to throw it on their head. And I'm like, dude, I know what I'm doing. Go the hell away. You're driving me nuts. And I don't know if that was his jam and he just liked to annoy people or what. But he just would not go away. And we need a background. What should it be? What should it be? What should it be? I don't know what it should be. How big is this? Big enough that it might work. Okay. Nope, I think we can just get away with just a square. Doesn't need to be a tag. There we go. All right. So we want this right like that. Ooh. I'm going to mark this because it's got to be really perfect. Otherwise, his ear is going to cover the saying. And then that's no bueno. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're right, Carla. There was no owl in there either. Okay. Now. All right, we're going to put some ink on him. Finally, and I was only doing that because Mike and I play together constantly. And that's so that our characters level up together and all of that kind of stuff. And our characters complement each other the way that we play. He has really high hit points on the stuff that he does. I don't have high hit points, but what I have are blades and traps that work for anybody. So I can basically put, traps and blades and things on the people that we're fighting, and then he can use them with his character. So he was doing his gardening because that's another aspect of the game. You can plant plants and do gardening, and when the plants get mature, they give you money and they give you higher hit point cards, and stuff like that. So So we're sitting there. And I'm playing, and this kid just won't leave me alone. And Mike is doing his gardening. And mind you, we have 6 characters each. So every one of those characters, you have to go in and you have to do the gardening in that, because otherwise you'll lose the plants. And those seeds cost money. You know, not real money. They cost game money, but still. You know what? This needs a piece of blingy bling. I'm looking at it going, it needs some bling. Like right there, I think. Or maybe over here. Needs a little blingy bling. We're going to put some blingy bling on it and see what it looks like. So I'm like sitting there and I'm playing and I'm doing this fishing thing. And people know when you're fishing because your character stands there and goes like, that's all it does. And so this kid would not leave me the hell alone. So finally Mike showed up. And Mike's like, how's the fishing going, love of my life? And finally the kid went away. But talk about annoying, little turd. And I got to tell you, that game is stupid. There's a reason why Mike and I play by ourselves. And with our grandkids and our kids, and that's it. Needed a little blingy bling, I think. All right, we're going to put the third one on just because. Because otherwise, you know, somebody's going to tell me I'm doing it wrong. All right, 3 blingy blings. All right. This one, I want to add something to it, but I don't want it to be this kind of blingy bling. This game, it's been around for a long time. Okay, and I'll be honest, it is something you can play with your kids. You can play it with your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, nephews, whatever. Because it's just cute fun. I need a heart. I'm trying to find a heart. I'm thinking we're having to go into the box. Oh crap, I'm gonna take all this stuff. We haven't been in the box in a long time. Here we go. Ooh, 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 ah. We got the box. Okay, hearts in probably in red or pink. Yeah, okay. All right, diamonds, I got circles. I got pearls. Come on. Go in here. I have two red hearts left. And we're going to glue this because I don't trust them. So in this game, there's like, we always play, there's like different realms that you can play in. And Mike and I always play way up, like in the last realms. Because these people are stupid. They have like little family units going. By the way, if you've never seen this box, it is just for CDs. It's a CD box. And these are all numbered all the way back. And I have them like color coordinated, like black and white is up in the front. And then this is like all blues and purples. And then these are like greens and golds and stuff. And then there's reds. And then back here, I have like mixed colors and weird stuff like these kind of candy dots. But they're all numbered, which is nice. And it just keeps them very compacted and I can see them all. And so I know what's in here. So this is a great, if you see one of these in the thrift store, they're usually like $2-3. Grab it. yeah, they have like little family units uh, and they get like really twisted about stuff. We were playing in a realm, and they have these things called cantrips, which are spells that unlock these chests. And in the chests are cards that you can use to make your base cards bigger, to make them hit harder, to change what they do. And so you have to learn these cantrip spells, and then you can go up to the chest and you can hit it with a cantrip spell, and 3 people have to do it. So we'll go in, and him and I will hit a cantrip, and that means one more person has to hit it before we get those cards, those special cards. And so we'll run through and we'll hit all of them. And I had somebody confront me one time going, "Don't do that. We have a group of 3 and we hit them." I was like, I don't give a crap. It's open to everybody. If y'all jump in my fight, that's not a problem. But me hitting a cantrip is a problem. Go away. Just go away. So yeah, so we you know, it is 11:30. Let me check something. Okay, he's out there. I didn't recall seeing Hubbard walk through. And it's 11:30, and that means he starts soon. All right, let's see. Oh, I like this one. Christopher Robin's in the Rain. Let's ink and see what we got. I'm going to reduce those. I really like them, but they're way too big. I do like this one. That one says rivers know this. They're in no hurry, and we shall get there someday. I know they do like this. There's one about stomping in puddles. Well, there isn't, so I guess we're going to do the rivers. Okay. We just need a piece for the background. I'm going to do this one and this one, and I have this blue and white stripe. Kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we're going to put some glue on here. Yeah, they have like little family groups and they get really upset. And it's like, could you people please just like grow the hell up? Okay, we're going to ink this, but I'm going to trim it a little bit because it's really kind of big for the phrase. There. And of course, I couldn't cut a straight line to save my butt. Let's round these corners up just a little bit, like tiny little roundings, just to soften it. Because it's Winnie the freaking Pooh. It should be soft, you know? Okay. Hold on. If I'm going to stick this down, I think I'm going to stick it down. Let me get the back off. There. There we go. Okay. Now let's put this on. Hi, Hubber.
Morning.
Let's try putting it on right side up. I know. Then move this over just a little. This is going to go right there. Okay. I'm just going to put it on this piece of yellow to back it until we're ready to stick it down, you know? Because it's sticky. Okay. All right, so tomorrow, I think, do we have it tomorrow? What's today, Friday?
Yes.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Thursday. It's Thursday night. Thursday night, we are doing a craft with me. We're supposed to be working on the 8x8 flip-flop, but we might work on this. I never know. But it's just what I'm in the mood for. Let's be honest, I'm fickle. There's a rubber band around here some freaking place. Where did it go? Anybody see the rubber band? Where did it go? No flippin' idea. Harry wasn't even up here when we lost that rubber band. Oh well. Guess we'll get a new one. Hey, Steffi G. New glasses. I always get new glasses. Every time I go, they give me new ones. I get attached to the old ones, and then they give me a new pair. Happens every time. All right.
They never work for you.
And they never work. Seriously, I drive in them and I watch TV in them. But crafting and all that other stuff, I can't see crap. Public library. What should we do with this? You know what I need? And I have it. I'm going to find it. I have a die that cuts balloons. This needs a balloon. And Nobody can be uncheered with a balloon. Eats a balloon. All right, we're going to trim this one down. I might even have a balloon punch around here someplace. I probably sold it. Oh my God, guys. Okay, hold on. We'll see if there's a balloon in there. There might be. Because I already used that one. Let's see if we have a balloon one. Nope. I might have a balloon sticker. Oh, ow. My knee hates me. All right. Not that one. This one. I think. It's Piglet with a balloon. Maybe. I don't know. We're still working it out. Let's look. Hold on. Okay. It's not exactly what I wanted, but we're going to look at it. it could be, you know, later on it could work. I could put it with something else and it could work a lot better. You never know, you know? We'll figure it out. But it's sticky, so we're going to put it up there for now. Okay. All right. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So we're going to get one of these. I'm going to open this up and get one of these out. I think this would be easier if I put it on the paper and then punched it. There we go. Put that on the paper. And we'll punch it. And throw it on the floor. Perfect. Hi, how you doing? Nice to see you. Okay. All right, so we got that. And we need nope. I'm going to round the corners on this. This is going to go there. I need a thing. Oh. You know where I put the things? Here they are.
In the where's it call it?
In the where's it called?
In the where's it call it?
I thought it was in the thing, but it.
No, that's in the where's it call it too.
Oh, okay. He's so helpful. Okay. Pokey thing. I need a pokey thing. Let's put one of these. We're going to grab one of these. We're going to put that on. Look, I homeschooled all my kids. My daughter has 2 college degrees. My biological son works in technology. The big brain boy is going to go back he's working right now on getting some certifications, but he works in technology. He's going to be above his dad here pretty soon at Cox. That needs a piece of paper in the background. Let's measure this because it's very thin. But you know what? If I put it down on something, it's going to be thicker. But oh no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on something. Maybe not cardstock. Maybe something a little thinner. But I got to double it. 2 by 2 3/8. 2 by 2 3/8. We're just going to double paper. Just so it's a little thicker. 2 by 2 3/8. 2 3/8. 2. Get this out of the way. Put some glue on there because it's just on paper. I put these on paper. I should have put them on cardstock, but I didn't. Let it flow, let it flow. You don't have to squeeze no more. Let it flow. Okay. Then just going to round those off. There we go. Little ink just in case. Okay, that's better. It's not quite cardstock, but it's not flimsy floopsy either. Oh. There's a trick to homeschooling, okay? And let me tell you, my daughter's 36. My son is 29. No, he's 30. My second youngest daughter is 25. Big brain boy's 23. My adopted son is 28. And his sister is 30. Okay. Here's the trick. You only have to be 1 day smarter than your child. So what that means is you just need to be able to go online and figure out how to do whatever it is you're trying to teach your child and learn it. And then teach your child. You only have to be 1 day smarter than them. That's it. So if you don't remember long division, go practice and then teach it to them. If you don't remember how to turn fractions into percentages or percentages into fractions, go learn it and teach it to them. All right. I don't know. We might do this tonight. We might do we're going to do the 8 by 8. I might come back tomorrow and do some of this. Hey, get up there. Okay. Let me put these away. Because we used one and that was all we wanted. It was just that one. So we're going to put these away. I don't like to overuse anything. We decided we needed one of these. We used it. We might come back and use like this one or this one. It just depends. You never know. All right. So most of this stuff is complete. Right? This is our completed pile. Yes. Okay. Completed, which goes in the back. To be worked on goes in the front. So last week was very busy. Let me check again. I'm just going to check real quick. Aww. She cried? Why you let her cry? You tell him no. You know what she needs? She needs a portable DVD player that she can take with her. Okay, let's see. We are looking for this one. Okay, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got enough people. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get the swap set up. And share, shipping information and all of that stuff if I need to. And we'll get that swap going. And I think I want a separate bag for these like ones that are done. No, we'll put them in here. Why not, right? That one is sticky, so we'll stick it to the plastic. Okay, these. All of this is parts. I still haven't figured out what we're doing with these, but we're going to use them because I like them. That's like the weirdest card shuffle right there. So putting this away because we're not going to see it again until Wednesday. Well, we might see it tomorrow. I might pull it out. We never know. Okay. Paper, stickers, more paper and stickers. Okay, I'm going to try and cut these because they're a little off center. So I'm going to try and cut those to a reasonable size that we can use. If not, I'll have to reprint them, both sides. In which case, I hope I can find them because Mari and I had a heck of a time trying to find them here at the beginning of this whole fiasco. Put those in there. We'll put that in there. We're going to put that in there. These go in there. I'm not worried about the washi tape. We're going to put this in the bag. And so I found, like I said, I found these guys yesterday. This one has like, this is probably my favorite version of Winnie the Pooh. As a matter of fact, this one right here, that's the one I painted on my door, my son's door when he was little, and we used to call him Justin the Pooh Bear. That's cute. So I got these so that we could do some, you know, like I'm going to see if I can possibly break these out into pages. If I can't, I'll just cut them because I don't really need the signatures. We're not working that. What we're working here is being able to cut pockets and stuff out of these and accent pieces. And then I got this one, which is the classic Wonderful World of Disney Reading. And this is the original page, which I love this. Unfortunately, that's up there, but I still have the rest of the page. I can be very careful. I can probably get that off. If I want, I could just put this in my scanner and scan it. But other than that, there's really no marking in this book. But like, look at that. That's a perfect pocket, right? That's a cute pocket. This, not so much. But that's a nice Tigger. There's a rabbit. That would be a cute pocket. That napping thing. That would be cute. So we got a lot of stuff in here that we can work with. Yeah, this is signatured, so I can get those out. I'm going to cut these down. I love these. All right. Yeah, that's a good one. I love these because if you don't want to wait for crystal for you know glossy accent, I will never do that again. That will never happen again. If you don't want to wait for glossy accents to dry, and you don't have access to embossing powder and all of that, because you can do this with with embossing powder, but if you don't have it and you don't want to wait for glossy accents, these are great. They're little acrylic discs that you can put on things, and you don't have to just put them on 1-inch circles. You could put them, like, say you want to pop this flower on the tape, you could just put it on there. And they come in all different sizes and stuff. They're called cabochons. That's what they officially call them. But you can pick these up rather inexpensive. And I have to tell you, one of my favorite top 20 crafting supplies. I'm going to do that. Somebody asked me to do that, like list my top 100 supplies or something like that. I don't remember. It was a challenge somebody was doing. But I think I would go as far as like my top 25, you know, but this is definitely my top 20. They don't have glossy accents anymore. You would like some. I think I have some in the other room. I'm serious. I will never do that again. I will never be able to knock that off of there, have it land on its side and pop back up. That was cool. Okay. So I'm going to work to cut these because I'm hoping that we can fold these and use them as pages, but we have to, you know, they're not even. I may have to reprint them. Let's close up our vintage walnut photo. Needs more vintage photo, by the way. Less walnut now. So I got those. I also got some other ones. I want to show you guys. So I got this one. Cooking with the Grinch, right? I just, you know. Oh my God, there's a recipe in there? Easy peasy pumpkin dog treats. Ho, 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 ho. I'm going to have to tell Daddy about that because, yeah. We all know I love the Grinch. Okay, so I found this one, Santa's Toy Shop. This is the old, it's not an old version of it, but it's the old art, you know? And so I found that one. That was cool. And then I found Dumbo. And actually, I found about 40 little golden books, but these were the only ones that weren't written in, you know? But this has the old art in it too. It's not an old book. This is a reprint and from 88. It's from Racine. But and then I found these. And they're in really good shape. This one is broken. That's the only issue. So we're going to add that to the shop. And then I found this. And I was like, oh God, that has to be destroyed. There is not 1 ounce of color in this book. Not 1 ounce. Nobody put any color in it. And then I found this. And I'm going to put this in the next sale. It's a little warped, like it was sitting on something and it got a little bent. I'm going to try heating it and see if I can get it to flatten out. But this is only from 2020. It's not vintage. But it's the joy of painting 25 years later. And it's going to tell you all about him and it's going to show a lot of his paintings. Such a fro. So it's, you know, just got all kinds of stuff in it. The godfather of ASMR, right? But it talks about his life. It's got some paintings and stuff in it. There's a little bit of warp right there. That's the only page that's warped. But yeah, so it's all about Bob Ross. I found that and I was like, mine. All right. So let's take a look at what's going on. Tonight we're going to be doing the craft with me. That is going to be, we're going to do the 8x8. We'll be working in the 8x8. I got a few pages left to do and we're done with it. Tomorrow is mixed media. This month, our Projects of 25 challenge is chalk, any kind of chalk. It can be painter's chalk, artist chalk, tailor's chalk, kids chalk, sidewalk chalk, school chalk, chalk paint, chalk markers, whatever it is. Any kind of chalk, and or cupcake papers, you know, the paper liners that you put on cupcakes. Tomorrow, mixed media. Sunday, our game. Monday, glitters and stuff. That's right. I did a video that has some glittery thing in it. I don't remember what it was. It was a traumatic experience, but I did it. I really don't remember. What the hell did I do with glitter? Honey, I'm scared.
Scary stuff.
I know, I'm scared. I did something with glitter and I can't remember what it was. It was trauma. It was trauma. But that's it, guys. That's all I have today. I'm going to pop on out because I got to get these cut down. And if you want to see how to prep a little golden book so that you can use it as a journal. Why is this not working? Hold on. Copy. There we go. That is the playlist to learn how little golden book tutorial. It's like a mini class on how to do a little golden book. Now I use multiple different books throughout it because each one of them represents a different step of the process. So just keep going with the same book. It's going to teach you how to do the binding, how to open the book up to begin with, how to get the binding straightened out, how to get the paper clips out, how to build the signatures using and how to number them so that you get the story in the right order. Because people that go, well, I don't care where it is, I'm just going to shove it in there. No, that's lazy. That is just, you want to be able to still read that book. You know what I mean? So it teaches you how to do that. So go check that out. If you guys want to do that again, like as a live class, let me know. Or if you feel the video needs some, needs something, let me know that as well. Because we're looking at, I'm redoing some old videos. If you feel that some of my old videos need to be redone, let me know and, we'll talk about it. All right. What else? I think that's it. So if you're new here and I have not yet offended you, hit that button and subscribe, ring the bell so that you get notifications, because I will eventually insult you in some way. I offend everyone. I fussy cut with big scissors. What do you want? So that, and if you would like to support the channel, maybe you just want to pick up some free digitals. Maybe you want to know what's going on in my Facebook group over at the tribe. Maybe you want to know what videos are coming up, what free classes are coming out, if I'm traveling, what I'm doing. If you want to get into my digital world, click on the description down below where it says more, and it's going to give you links to absolutely everything in my digital world. Until I see you again, stay hydrated, stay cool, and stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye-bye.